Good afternoon. It's well, it was a much brighter, more beautiful day a little bit ago, but yeah, I'd say all in all, it's a pretty great day outside today. Uh, this is the face. This is the face of depression. I know it's incongruous with what you may have in your head as what a person suffering from it should look like, but I'm making the admission out loud without any clinical diagnoses. I know that's what's happening here. While I am gainfully employed full-time and also have a part-time gig job, even with Herculean strengths and efforts, it's very, very difficult to be able to get ends to meet. Even with like vice grips for hands and hanging onto those ends, there's still a shortfall in between, and that's what I've been trying to figure out as best as I can. When you're a single earner for a house, it is incredibly challenging. Now, I have a lifelong friend of mine who has always classified me, he said it out loud at least, that I'm stoicism. One of my favorite catchphrases is nobody cares. And that's not in relation to somebody else. That's specifically concerning things that are working and that are happening or bothering me. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And once you understand that, it gets a little bit better. I think the reality is indifference is easy and it's contagious. I guess that's been my coping mechanism to be able to deal with the fact that I know that most are indifferent, not willfully, just they're busy and have other things going on. So that's the way it comes out. And I'm not mad about that. I get it. I totally understand it. As I say, my current state of affairs is completely and totally, at least as far as I'm concerned, due to finances. So there's not really a therapy I can go to. I'm sure people will argue that there is, but I'm not having difficulty. It's difficulty coping with the root cause of the issue. The world's been a hard place for several years. I mean, again, I was fortunate enough to be able to sign on to a mortgage in 2022. But I signed on with a variable rate mortgage, and I'd had both of them over time, so I didn't see, they were money, the bond yields versus the overnight lending rate. They were close, so it didn't make a difference. We knew, even in signing, I knew that the rates would go up, but I don't think anybody knew they'd go up as much as they did. And so when I rode that wave all the way up to 6.05%, that was awesome. That was a 2-year ride. Off that now, but that's carved a significant divot into my financial foundation, and here I am just trying to, depending how you look at it, dig myself out of that hole or indeed cover up that divot. Yeah, I may have said already, but check on your friends that look like they're okay. My refuge for months, well, let me change that. I'm able to go to work and I can put on a face. It's epic level cosplay. I smile, I joke, I laugh, I do all the things that I do. And the minute the volume comes down and nothing is going on, I go right back to being me. And the noises, or rather, the noise is loud in my head, if you will. So I leave work, jump in my car, and that's a whole other issue because my car is hanging on by a thread. But right now I can't think about it because it's not something I can really throw any attention to right now. But I drive my hour home, and I get home and seek refuge in my house, and further within my house I seek refuge in my room, and with there I seek refuge in my bed. That's been me for at least the last 4 months, which, needless to say, has made me a joy to be around when I had a partner. Almost as much fun as a surprise colonoscopy. Yeah, that's pretty much how I describe myself over the last little bit. But I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to pull up my socks, adjust the way that I'm living, and do what I can to survive. Again, that's the nature, I guess, of Stoicism. But I wanted to show you that this is the face.